Good evening. This is Edward with sonsofgod.com, and it is May 12th, 2020. This is a current event word. We'll call it exposed by the light. This is not a new teaching, but it's been something that we have been watching for, I think, the last 20 years. And especially the last 5 or 6, and to see exactly when the Spirit of the Lord was going to begin to bring a deep exposing of the darkness in the earth. In Luke 18, for nothing is hidden that will not become evident, nor anything secret that will not be known and brought to the light. We have a twofold thing happening at this time. As the sons of light begin to manifest, there's a gauge that we have that we can actually measure how far along that revealing of the sons has come. And that has to do with that which has been hidden, the darkness that's been going on behind closed doors, coming to a time of a deep exposing. As the sons manifest, as the sons become one with the light, as the light emanating from the sons of God becomes like noonday. How is it that Daniel speaks of it? Let me see if I can look that up. Daniel 12:3 actually. And those who have insight will shine brightly like the brightness of the expanse of heaven, and those who lead the many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. It's interesting. Here's another one, Matthew 13:43. Then the righteous will shine like the sun in the kingdom of their Father. He who has ears, let him hear. Or Proverbs 4:18, the path of the righteous is like the first gleam of dawn, shining brighter and brighter until the fullness of day. Let's see if there's anything else here I can mention. I think that probably gives us a good little foundation to go from. We're in this amazing time, and something is happening within you that is absolutely astounding. And yet, if we judge by what we feel or our eyes see, we may read it entirely wrong, because the time has been intense. The dealings of God, the purifying of God, been very intense. The warfare, very intense. And there are times you can be overwhelmed and lose correct perspective of what's happening. But the sons of God are the light that has come into the world at this time. They are the sons of their Father, the Father of lights. And there is something happening in conjunction, hand in hand with resurrection life, with the manifestation of sonship. And it has everything to do with the manifestation of the light. And realize that this is not our light. This is the Father. This is Christ the Son. This is their light as it begins to shine forth in us and through us as the great takeover continues to happen. As we decrease and He increases, the reality of where we are right now is that we are these amazing beacons of light in an otherwise very dark time in the earth. And I don't believe that we're aware as much as we need to be of how much we have become, and of how much He has become within us, and of how great the radiance of light is that is within us. It can't be hidden. No matter what you do, where you walk, whatever your day involves, you are the bearer of this great light. And it can't be hidden. But it's interesting that the prophecies have come now for the last several years. And I was looking to see when would we hit a time where we would see a deep level of fulfillment. We have seen a little bit of exposing going on here, there, over the last, dozen years maybe. But nothing where we've come to what we have come to now, that God is exposing the deep, deep darkness in high places, both in the governments. I mean, it is so expansive, the workings of Satan through every country on the face of the earth, the political infrastructure, everything so engrossed within the realm of darkness. But the promise is, there's nothing that will remain hidden any longer, that God is going to bring everything to the light. And this goes hand in hand, in conjunction with the manifesting of the sons of light. As you continue to manifest on deeper and deeper levels, the cause and effect will be the exposing of darkness in the earth and in the heavens. This is not something you have to be concerned with doing. There's no research that you have to do, that you're going to go out and be on the bandwagon and approach it from some linear mental level. It is entirely a thing of spirit, and it is out of your control. As you become the light, as every part of you is removed, every spot, every blemish, every wrinkle is removed, and the fullness of the light of the Father fully encompasses you, the exposing of darkness happens in direct correlation. We should draw great encouragement to see what is happening in the governments right now, especially in the United States, with the deep level of exposing going on with the politicians and those who have been governing and seeking to control the country, because the exposing is happening now, and it's going to intensify, and it's going to get a lot dirtier than we have any idea, and it's going to go a lot deeper. And it's all because the sons are moving into manifesting their sonship, manifesting the light. I recall over years past of having attended various closed-door meetings in D.C. This was done by vision, of course. And I would walk amongst and listen to what was going on and the deep plans of the enemy to manipulate the political players. And I just knew that it was only a matter of time before everything would be fully exposed to the light. But bear in mind the fact that it's not something apart from you, as though, well, the exposing is happening because of the fullness of God that's coming forth in the earth. The exposing is coming because of what you're becoming. And that essence is affecting the realm of spirit, and it is beginning to turn the world upside down. So these are prophecies, these are visions, appearings that have come a number of times over the last 5 to 10 years. There's no need to go through and read any of these appearings, but this is the bottom line. There would come that time when that which is hidden will be exposed, and the workers of iniquity will be brought under judgment. And this is happening right now. This is a current event. We are right in the midst of watching Babylon begin to crumble. It's like that one song, "Oh, how the mighty have fallen." It may have referenced some of the principalities and powers in the heavens, but it references also the big players in the political arenas that control the governments of this current world. And they will and are being brought down by the judgment that is streaming out of Zion by virtue of the light that the sons of God have become and are more fully becoming now. It's a time to draw great encouragement. You know, the word says, when you see these things come to pass, lift up your eyes, draw nigh, for your redemption draweth nigh. Well, and that would just be looking at a generic scenario of things unfolding in the earth without necessarily understanding your part in it. But the sons have a very solid part in what is happening now. And to see the exposing behind closed doors of the darkness and the evil and the iniquity, to see it begin to unfold now on a very deep and hastening level, is a left-handed confirmation to how much the sons have become, to such a point that their light is beginning to expose the darkness. And this can't be held back now. There's no going back. This is going to be an unfolding day of judgment as God begins to bring down the darkness. Amen.